Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. We're going to end the week with a bang with all kind of good stuff bringing to you. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. We're looking at another beautiful day. It's going to be on a little cool side. It's going to be a perfect fall day. High today, 74. Low tonight is going to get down. First, they thought about 55, but now they're saying about 51, which is good. Water temperature hanging in there around 73 degrees. Let's take a look at our river readings brought to us by Sandhill Seafood up on Highway 77, just north there of Bozeman School. The Apalachicola Bluntstown is reading even 2 foot. Not much movement right there. It's going to be a great day to be there. The Choctawhatchee at Carabelle, it's at a 5.2. So both rivers looking good, and both of them are in good shape for some brim fishing tomorrow if you get a chance. Okay, the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at strong tides today. Today is November the 10th, and look at that outgoing tide in the morning and incoming tide in the afternoon. You could not ask for a better day of tide fishing the tides than you're going to see on today's chart. That is a perfect chart and good water temperature, perfect chart for fishing in the Bay system. So just be aware of that. Let's go and do our marine forecast. Be north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. So a good little breeze there, not too strong. Again, that's just right. The fishing, let's go to our fishing game time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. I like to do them in this segment here. We're looking at 5:27 to 7:27 this morning and 5:54 to 7:54 tonight. Speaking of tonight, I'll be over in Bluntstown at State High School football playoffs. First round is tonight, and Bluntstown be hosting the first 2 rounds. And like I say, I got Ken folks up there. I always see some folks who watch the show, and even the visiting teams, I see some of those. So looking forward to the high school football playoffs, and good luck to all the teams throughout the Panhandle in the playoffs. And we're going to talk about that later. But listen, I want to say also a very happy Veterans Day. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and all the veterans in this area, and we have a slew of veterans all throughout the Florida Panhandle. I just want to tell you how much we appreciate the service you have been to our country and the active duty people. We appreciate what you're doing, and all families somewhere affected have had veterans in it, and my dad's generation and my father-in-law are all World War II veterans, and my generation are a lot of Vietnam veterans and all. That in my generation, I think about of my, you can go back 2 or 3 other generations. But anyway, it's fascinating. I want to say a special good morning to Jimmy Cox. Jimmy's went to Port St. Joe High School. We played ball against each other in high school. I played at Quincy High School, and Jimmy was a big old strong fullback. And Jimmy went to Vietnam, and I went to college. And Jimmy served on a riverboat and did a great job over there, and got exposed to Agent Orange. And Jimmy's not doing well these days. So I want to say a special good morning to Jimmy Cox. And some of y'all watching the show know Jimmy. Tell him I told about him this morning. Great guy, Jimmy Cox. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Friday morning. All y'all getting ready to do some good outdoor activities and all kinds of good things going on. Got just a couple little pictures. We've had some great pictures this week. It's been a great week of fishing. But these, I've shown most of those. I've got sometimes run across something funny, and this was funny when I saw it last night. Do you exercise? I run my mouth a lot. That's a good exercise. But look at this. We talk bad about the possum. Well, the possum defending himself. I ran across this. Top left-hand corner, just one of me eats up to 5,000 ticks a year. Yet I don't contract or carry Lyme disease. 95% of my kind are naturally immune to rabies, so we don't carry rabies. Bottom left-hand corner, if you see me, kindly ignore me. I mean you no harm. Top right-hand corner. This is possum talking now. I also eat insects, snails, small rodents, and dead stuff. I'm nature's pest control and cleanup crew. Bottom right-hand corner, I may be ugly, but I'm more scared than scary. So don't you have a new respect now for possums, okay? But I thought that was interesting. Check this out. This is my picture. I know some of y'all do some remodeling. If you're remodeling your bathroom and need a new tub, I'm going to give this tub away. And just all you got to do, seriously, it's across the road from my house in my field, and my son-in-law had it, and it had horses there. I don't have anything like that, but I know a lot of y'all use it for your livestock and want a really great water container. I know Randy Beaver and some of those boys actually have started putting them on their leases, and these droughts, they just take 5 gallons of water, and now the deer get used to, if you don't have any kind of stream or anything on your water system, you know, you need something like this. So you can have it. Give me a call. All you gotta do is just come out and pick it up. I'll help you load it up if I'm in. And my number is 819-5548, and you're welcome to it. I'm going to give it away. If you don't, somebody pick it up, I can of course take it out to the landfill center. But I'd like somebody to use it because they are very practical. Okay, let's do a drawing now for Sandhill Seafood. This is going to be for free seafood platter, and it is full of some fresh seafood. And the winner is going to be, there's a lot of them in here. Okay, and the winner is going to be, I promise to be a yellow card, be Larry Dorning. Larry Dorning, congratulations. We're going to take a break, come back, do another drawing, and set up a video, so we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Enjoy that cup of coffee and get ready for work and all, and whatever you're going to be doing today. I know a lot of y'all have 4-day work weeks and going to be doing outdoor activities and all kind of good things. So just enjoy today. But first of all, let's set up this video. We want you to finish watching the show, of course. We're going to do our drawing right after the video. But this video is sort of unique, and we always talk about, we're very proud of this show and as far as dealing with real people, and that's what the show's about. You know, we may not have fishing and hunting every day on video because that would get old, but this video is a little bit different because Gail and I were at the Cape last week, and we got up early and went fishing, drove on the beach and all, pretty isolated, and the fish, the pompano were not in last week. They're going to be in today. I promise you I'll be catching some. I'll tell you that story next week. But always fascinating when people walk by, people down there from different places that walk by. A lot of times I'll strike up a conversation. Sometimes they're walking real fast, and I can tell they don't want to talk to me, so just, you know, I say good morning and goodbye. But these two ladies, two sisters, I could tell they were sisters when I walked up. They looked just like each other. We just struck up a conversation, and they were the most pleasant ladies. And they're talking about real people, and we just started talking. And Gail was, I said, come meet my wife. And so I said, honey, run the camera. I want to get their story because they got such a neat story about how fishing was part of their family. They're from Swainsboro, Georgia, and they live. It's Donna. Okay, now I got Lisa and Donna. And so we ran a little video. I wanted them to tell the story. I want to share the story about how fishing was such a vital part of their life growing up and what a legacy it left with their family. Total stranger, never met them before, and yet we have this bond. We just felt like we had this bond, and when they left, we hugged and all. So I think you'll enjoy the video. Then we're going to come back, do our drawing, and do the famous Friday fishing forecast. So let's run the video and then be right back. I got it loaded up now. We're getting that ready to go down to the beach. We're down at the Cape, and we want to go look for some pompano. We hope the run is still going strong. I got all the stuff in here. So we're going to really look. I should have left like 10 minutes ago, but we're going to get on down there, so come on. Okay, we headed south. We're right on the Cape. Well, we're on the peninsula, headed towards the Cape. But what I love about these early mornings is we have it by ourselves. I'll just ride for another hour or so, just riding on the beach. I normally go north, but this morning we're going to head south. I got it all set up. I know you know by now the setup I do. I was thinking we're getting here a little bit late, but also a full moon, so we got all things going against us. But listen, I was thinking, I looked down the beach that way, I didn't see a soul. There's two people way down about a half mile that way, and I'm at about the point in time of my life where if I don't catch anything, that's fine. If I catch something, that's wonderful. But being fine, being wonderful, that's still good. So anyway, we got set up. Beautiful morning on the beach. It's probably maybe about 68 degrees. Perfect morning. We're just going to sit here and chill. All right, folks. You know, we're talking about coming down Cape San Blas all the time, how much we love it, what a special place it is. And we talk about not just the fishing, but the stories and all. And one of my favorite things down here is when people walk by, I just start talking to them, and it's always something interesting. And these two sisters came just bebopping down the beach a while ago. I'm not catching any fish, so we started the conversation, and I forced them to come on TV. But this is a neat story. The ladies are from Atlanta, so I'm going to let you tell us your name and where you're from, and then we're going to talk about the story.
I'm Lisa Reese, and I'm from Aiken, South Carolina.
I'm Donna Gilman from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so we started talking about fishing. So what do y'all, y'all know much about fishing? And they said, my dad, and that's all she had to say. So tell us, which one want to go first about when y'all were little girls and all, and your dad?
That was your story? My earliest memory is when he took the two of us out on a little john boat, some pond somewhere in South Georgia or Swainsboro area, and he got so excited because every time we would throw a pole out, which he baited for us, we'd get it would hit, and then we'd reel it back in. And as soon as I got mine rehooked, she'd caught one. He never got a chance to fish, but he had the most fun because between us, we must have caught 30 or 40 little brim, or I don't know what's catfish, but yeah, brim mostly. And I understood that feeling years later when I met my parents, and I took my two children up to Helen, Georgia, and they had a little trout stream nearby that they little farm, and I let my two kids do the trout fishing, and as soon as that pole hit the water, they caught a fish, and I watched with the same pride and enjoyment that he had as my children were screaming and hooting and carrying on because they would catch trout this big. So it's neat.
So fishing has been a big part of your family and all for a long time. Donna, what was your feelings of it and reflections?
We look back, and it's with fondness. My father taught us the joys of life, I think. It's just being out in the water. It didn't matter how far the body of water was. If there was one within close proximity, we'd go fishing, whether we were on vacation or at the homestead in South Georgia. But I remember Father's Day. Every Father's Day, we'd say, "Dad, what do you want to do? What do you think I want to do?" So we'd get the gear up. He had all the gear, and we'd go out to his closest little pond, about a half hour away, and spend the day fishing. And as I was saying earlier, we probably couldn't change a line out, but we know how to bait, we know how to throw the line in, and my dad took care of everything else. It was just something, a fond memory, and for looking back, my daughter had the same joy. That's her strongest memory of my father's, him taking her fishing, and it's got heart. It really does.
You were telling me your dad passed away about 6 years ago, then y'all got together.
So he died the day after Easter, and that was, I guess, April, and then that June for Father's Day, all of the children, grandchildren maybe, mother, we all went to his favorite fishing pond at that time.
Just to honor him.
To fish in his memory, and I caught the only one.
Of course you did.
So on his gravestone, it has loving father and a husband and avid fisherman.
That was his joy. That was his life.
Wow, and what a legacy he left with his family.
It's great memories he gave us.
Yeah.
Great memories.
See, folks, that's why we're talking about real people in life and doing outdoor things and all. And this is, I just met these ladies 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, and I just wanted to share this with you, share their story and all. And that's why we're talking about enjoying the great outdoors and with your family and friends and all. So thank y'all so much.
I take after him so much in that I can't stay inside. I don't care what it is. I just have to be outside. And as long as I'm outside, I can do it.
Fishing or whatever. Thank you.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Great.
Thanks.
Thanks for everything. This young lady called Fish Bass. They came out, opened the bell. So you know how to do it. That's right. She knows how to do it.
I just want to feel it
Okay.
in the ocean.
Back up. Come on, back up.
Hey!
Oh! Wow! What a cast! Oh, you're a ringer. You've been fishing a lot. She acted like she didn't know what to do. That was a great cast. Yeah, here we go. That's right. I'll do it one time for you. Okay. Like that. Open the bell.
How long has it been, Lisa?
I just wanted to make, I mean, you know, it's his rod. I don't want to tear it up.
I got plenty of rod. Don't worry about it. She nailed it. Wow. So all you do is just let it sit there. And
Well, he always taught us.
well, the pompano
He always taught us when we threw it, you know, click it.
gets it slack out.
Yeah, keep the slack out.
I can picture your dad right now.
He was about this tall. I mean, about an inch or two taller than us.
Yeah.
Slim.
Yeah.
His at work on my little cork board, I have a picture of him. One of the last ones we took. He had his fishing hat on like that. He's sitting in the side of the truck kind of like this. He's looking at us, you know, and he was heading out to go fishing. And that's the picture I keep on my work at board.
That was him.
Yeah, just heading out to go fishing.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've enjoyed the time.
Our pleasure talking to us. All right, welcome back, and welcome to the Famous Friday Fishing Forecast. Hope you enjoyed that video. Wasn't there some pleasant ladies and all, and it was so nice meeting them, and that's a great thing about being outdoors. You just run across the most fascinating people that have the same love and passion you do. So again, Don and Lisa, great talking to you. Now let's move on. Let's get ready to draw for the Tarpon Dock Seafood. They give away some fresh seafood. They've been bringing us, I've seen some pictures. They have some nice tuna brought in Wednesday, and they put it on their Facebook page. All right, this winner now, the first one's going to be the $20 gift certificate for Tarpon Dock Seafood, and that winner is going to be Patricia Hartzman, okay? Patricia Hartzman right there. And the winner of the big red snapper is going to be Margaret Clemens from Clarksville, okay? Well, very good. That's our two winners there. Let's move on. I was reflecting back real quick on this week's show. Tuesday, we had the redfish tournament show. You saw a lot of redfish being caught, and a lot of people coming to weigh in. Wednesday, we did a show with Captain Rick, talk about boats. Did a good show on boats. And yesterday, did a show on taxidermy. And today, we got that video, and then the Famous Friday Fishing Forecast. It's been a good week here in Panhandle Outdoors, and we work hard at it, but we certainly appreciate the viewership and you supporting our sponsors. Let's take a look at, let's go to Choctawhatchee Bay. I'm gonna do them first today because they got some good reports over there. Number one, I'll tell you what they're doing. They're catching in the bay system, three of them, flounder, redfish, and trout. You know, I know that's a slam right there, but flounder bite's been really good. The redfish are catching those bull reds by the bridges on the outgoing tide. Some really nice catches they're having. And the trout, the 331 bridge, okay, we know where the 331 bridge, of course, over in Destin, this is where they're catching the redfish and all. 331 bridge is holding some nice trout in the different spots over here. Got a good report right there. So that's looking good. Surf fishing over in that area on the western end. Surf fishing and pompano showing up. But ironically, they've been catching them late afternoon a lot instead of early morning. Now, I'm not going to say go late afternoon. If you get a chance to go early in the morning, definitely go. And again, the fish bites and never go without, if you can find some sand fleas, that's a natural bait too, but that's going to be good. Let's move on over here to Panama City. The mahi right offshore, I've seen some great pictures of some mahi. They've been strong this week, and you know, if you want to make some good fish tacos, mahi is good. Some big amberjacks have been brought in, and triggerfish. You've seen the pictures this week of the triggerfish. So the triggerfish bite has been really good, and a lot of them being caught in the bay. Now, I'm not going to say trout. I'm not going to say redfish first. I'm going to say Spanish, some axe handle Spanish. Some of these guys, I got a call the other day. They caught the dickens out of, and actually I talked to the guy, have some Spanish mackerel right in this area, right in here. Okay, a lot of big Spanish, and I'm talking about some really big Spanish. They were tickled with them. So this weekend, the Spanish really, they've eaten all summer. They're really in good shape there. So Spanish bite's going to be really good. Of course, along with the trout, redfish, and the flounder. I've heard mixed reports. Flounders are getting caught some up in here off Deepwater Point. If you can get out of the boat traffic and all. And on the backside, the flounder all making their way now on the migration out of here. So again, the redfish, you saw the redfish bite. The winner every year. Now keep this in mind. This is very, very important. Every year, the winner of this tournament down at Sunjammers, the Elizabeth Bardolph tournament, the winner comes from fishing the docks. So, talk about flat fishing all you want, which is fun, the sight fishing is fun. But if you want to catch a big redfish, learn to fish the docks. And learn to fish the docks on a regular basis, because every year, that's where the big redfish are. I mix up my red fishing just wherever, I feel like they are, but dock fishing is steady. And you got to work it hard, and really want a big one, you got to use live bait on fishing the dock. So just keep that in mind. Let's move on down to St. Joe Bay. We'll be there tomorrow. I'm probably going to take my kayak. I'm going to skip Crooked Island Sound. We're going to run out of time, but I do want to cover St. Joe Bay. The trout bite has been really strong in St. Joe Bay. Now we got an incoming tide in the afternoon now. I promise you, the incoming tide, you get up in these flats all through here, over in Town Beach and up in here, there'll be some nice trout and redfish with that incoming tide. The pompano bite, also we're going to try some pompano fishing. I'm going to try to do everything. I may not even go to sleep. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to do some wading and floundering on the beach side right through here, okay? That's pretty well kept secret, but I'll go and share it with you. I've done it before, I just haven't done it lately, but I've got a little walking rig, and that's becoming popular again, like I said, but that's going to be good. I'm going to run out of time. St. Joe, Mexico Beach, supposed to get a new pier there. Hopefully y'all won't charge money like you do for your boat ramp down there, but Mexico Beach, the Highland View Bridge at Highland View Bridge is going to be good fishing. I've run out of time. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. I really enjoyed it. Putting it on for you. Thank you, and you have a great weekend. Enjoy the outdoors. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.